Cool, I'll see you guys in a bit. Enjoy the class. What do you think of my shirt, by the way? Okay, did you guys see my shirt? From Karima in Cambodia, heavily meditated. I love it. All right, so come onto the back of your mats. Separate your feet slightly. And then just rock forwards and backwards over the toes and the heels a few times. Let your toes lift, let your heels lift. And just feeling the ground underneath you. And then settle yourself evenly onto your feet. Feel all 10 toes spread out. Take a moment to maybe roll the shoulders back and around. Maybe just tilt your head gently. And then take a moment to close your eyes. If you're not comfortable with having your eyes closed, just allow your gaze to soften. And just slow your breathing. Be fully aware and appreciative of each inhale and each exhale as it moves through your body. Take a quick scan through your body. Notice any areas that you are holding unnecessary tension. Perhaps direct your breath and your focus to that area and just allow yourself to soften into your space just a little bit more. Take a moment to soften your forehead. Allow your eyes to melt backwards. Softening your jaw, softening your lips, softening your tongue. Take a moment before we start moving to observe your energy. If you could describe your energy in one word, what would it be? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Blink your eyes open slowly. Bring yourself back into your space. Start by reaching both arms all the way up. Inhale. Let your fingertips connect to their partners. Exhale, open your arms, clear some space for yourself, and pause here. Just inhale to feel your spine lengthen. And then exhale as you look down, and let's just roll halfway through the spine. Take yourself to a point where your hands are just in front of your knees, feeling the curve of your spine, observing the stretch. And then on your next breath, continue rolling forward, folding over from the crease of your hip. And as you come forward, notice how the stretch moves. Notice on your own body where you're feeling it. Relax your neck, take a breath, roll back up into standing. Use the abdominals to support you from the front. Use the back of your body to lift you from the back. Coming all the way up and standing nice and tall. Bend both your knees just a little bit. Starting just with the right arm, bring it forward, up, back, and around. Forward, back, up, and around. So just the right arm doing a nice big circle. And you can probably see that I'm not holding my shoulders and my spine still. I'm actually letting them move with me. Let's take one more. And then just let your right arm settle. And now left arm goes forward, up, back, and around. And just getting a lovely stretch through the bicep muscle, through the front of the shoulder, the chest. Maybe getting a little bit of mobility with that spiraling action of the spine. Keep your knees soft so that you're not locking into your lower back. And then Bring your arm and let it settle all the way beside you. Take a breath and expand, create space. Look down. Start rolling forward through your spine. Just let your hands settle in front of your knees. Relaxing your neck, feel the width across your back. And then fold over, coming as low to the ground as your flexibility allows. Remember that we're not forcing anything, yeah? Take a breath in at the bottom. And exhale, slowly come up into standing. Feeling your joints restack themselves, coming all the way up and lifting tall. Soften your knees, and now the right arm goes backwards. Up, forwards, and down. Backwards. So it's the same circle, it's just that we've changed direction. And again, just feeling that gentle mobilization of your spine, especially if you feel quite locked around your upper back, that's your thoracic spine where the ribs are. This is a really lovely way to get that movement happening. And any of you that swim, this is really important because swimming isn't just your arms, it's your whole spine. Let your arms settle, and now the left arm goes backwards, up, forwards, and down. And connect your breathing to your movement, however it feels natural for you, yeah? How easy and effortless can you make this? And we're going to take one more. And relax. Settle there. Straighten your knees. Grow a little taller as you breathe in. Exhale, nod your chin, and let's start rolling forward through the spine. Just until your hands are hanging in front of your knees. Take a little breath in. And then exhale, start rolling forward. And stay here just for a moment. Bend your knees enough that you can walk your hands forward along the ground. Coming into a 4-point position, relaxing the feet behind you. And let's go into a little cat stretch. Start by rounding your spine up towards the sky. Feeling each subtle movement of your back. And then lengthening the spine. And I'm starting with my tailbone, but you can start from the other end if that feels good for you. And again, curling through your spine. And yesterday, we were playing with the breath cycle here. So you might actually have some other options available to you now that you can either breathe in or breathe out as you extend the spine or flex the spine. No right or wrong. Do whatever feels good for you. And then round your spine like a cat. Stay here for a moment. Let your hips move a little bit back, and we're just going to stay here for 3 breaths in and out. If it feels good for you to do a little bit of a trampolining action, then please feel free. I'm just going to hold it and breathe and feel that release across the sacrum. And then feel a connection into the abdominals. Push up onto the tips of the fingers. And then roll up into a kneeling position, coming all the way up. As you lift up through the fingertips, reach up as if you're going to touch the sky, and then open your arms nice and wide. Taking the right arm, we reach it forward and circle it around. We're just going to do 3 in each direction. Circle. Let your spine move with you. And then still with the right arm, change direction and go the other way. So if we were in a swimming pool right now, we'd be doing the front crawl, right? One more time. And settle. Now the left hand goes forward. And circle around. Think about painting all the surfaces around your room with your fingertips. And then change direction and go the other way. How easy and effortless can you make this for yourself? One more time. And settle here. If you need padding under your knees, please feel free. You're going to bring the hands up, interlock them, and place them behind your head for a little bit of resistance. So you are gently pushing your head back into your hands. Your elbows are settled where they're comfortable. I want you to see if you can step the right foot forward in front of you. And then step it back. Left foot, step it forward, and step it back. Now, you're going to keep going at your own pace. I want you to see how quiet and how gentle you can make this movement. It wasn't intended just for you, Jules. That was for everyone. And I want you to start to notice, the less you think about it, and the more you just allow your body to move, can you feel that it becomes a bit easier? You start to rewire or provide new paths for your body as you move. Keep pressing your head gently to your hands. Let's just take 2 more. 1 more. And now step your right foot forward and hold it. Release your hands, reaching all the way up. And then exhale to bring your hands down and put your fingertips just on either side of your foot. Now, if you need to move your knee forward or back, please do so. And if you need a pad, give yourself a pad under your knee. Let's move the hips backwards and forwards. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Think about gliding. The more that you can keep your heart open, the more that you can keep that energy through your spine, the more you're going to find that release along the back of the body. Now bring your hips back and stay here. If your knee is straight, bend it a little bit. Lift your toes to the sky. Woo, you might feel a strong stretch there. And now start turning the top of the thigh bone in and out. Internal, external rotation. So you're going to feel your toes moving forwards, side to side, like a windscreen wiper. Try to keep your spine long. This is such a wonderful release for the hamstrings. It's that hamstring glide. You might have done this with me before as well. Bring your foot back to the center. Push your toes down. Walking your hands forward, you're going to tuck the back toes under. Now firm up your tummy and see if you can take your hands forward. Feel the abdominals. Can you feel the front foot? It's got a root there. Start lifting your hands up. Bringing your body upright. Hold it there. And then place your hands behind your head. Release the back toes out. And then see if you can step that right foot back. Step the left foot forward. Move the cushion or the padding if you need. Reaching all the way up. And then coming forward and just placing the tips of the fingers down. Make sure that you're happy where you are. And we start to move forwards and backwards. Maybe widen your stance if you need. Nice long spine, open heart. One more. Press back. Bend the knee a little bit if it isn't already. Lift your toes towards the sky. And then start internally and externally rotating from the hip. So as much as possible, you're keeping your shoulders and your pelvis stable. Just feeling the movement come from the hip joint itself. Beautiful hamstring glide. And bringing your foot back to center. Press the toes down. Bringing yourself forward. Tuck the back toes under. Rooting into your foot and see if you can reach the hands forward And stay here for a moment. Connect the abdominals. Start lifting the arms up, allowing your body to follow. Focus your gaze to the front. Release the back toes, and then you're going to step your left leg back. Hands behind the head. Hold it here just for a moment, and let's do the little knee steps again. Just a few of them. Does it feel any easier now that we've released the hamstrings? Last one. Bring it back and hold it, reaching both arms up. Turn the palms of your hands forward, cascade over. Think about a waterfall, feeling the belly lift to support you, light onto the fingertips, walking your hands forward. We're going to tuck the toes under, and then lift up, press back, and moving into your inverted V, downward facing dog as you peel out the heels. Really getting that lovely release into the Achilles, the calf muscles. And then pressing both heels down gently, start to walk your feet halfway forward. Lining up your toes with each other. Go up onto your fingertips and walk your fingertips back to your toes. Make sure now that you're standing evenly on both your feet and just relax over. Take a nice easy breath in, and then exhale, unravel your spine. Feel the abdominals, feeling the back line of your body, coming all the way up and lifting tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, nod your chin. We're going to roll halfway down, allow the knees to soften, and stop with your hands just in front of your knees. Place your hands on your knees and lengthening the spine, reaching through the crown of your head as you extend the tail out, and then rounding the spine and coming up. Let's do that one more time. Lengthen the spine, and then round the spine. Now stay here, moving your left hand just onto the right knee to the outside. The right hand goes back, up, and around. Right hand back, up, and around. Let your spine move with you. Using your left hand on the outside of the leg to help yourself. Let's do one more time. Reach, up, and around. Put your right hand to the outside of your left knee, and the left hand goes back, up, and around. Back, up, and around. And remember, pay attention to how this feels on your body. If there's any strain or pain around the shoulders, the lower back, maybe you need to make it smaller. Maybe you need to feel the abdominals more. Come to the center, hold it. Placing both hands, one on each knee, lengthen the spine, round the spine, let your hands hang to the floor, and roll all the way over. Just straighten one knee at a time. Getting a little bit of a release into the back of the legs once again. And then soften both your knees. Walk your hands just a little bit forward until you can put the palms of your hands flat. Walking your legs back until you come into your downward facing dog once again. And just settle into position here. Let yourself breathe. Taking one more inhale and exhale. And then lower both knees towards the ground. Open your knees wide, relaxing the feet out, and settle back into a resting position. So today, if you can, walk your hands forward as much as you can and spread your hands out. And just bring all of your awareness and your focus into the tips of your fingers and all the points contact that your hands have with the ground. If you need to bend your elbows, please do so, but still bring your awareness to your hands. Taking a nice, easy breath in and out. Pressing into your hands as you draw yourself up again onto all fours. Placing hands below shoulders, knees below hips. Extending the right leg back. Bringing the right leg up. Hold it here. You're going to flex the foot and push out through the heel. And then point your toes and reach your toes back. And again, flex, push out through the heel, and point, reach it back. One more time. Flex the foot now, stay here. Sweep that right leg around to the side. Place your toes down. Roll your foot flat as much as you can, and long spine. Let's just gently move backwards and forwards. So you guys know that I love this one to get that release for the inner thigh, right? And again, gently moving forwards and backwards. Taking two more. One more. Come forward and hold it. See if you can pick up your leg. Sweep it around and bring that knee all the way in. Center yourself. Left leg reaches back. Lift up your leg, pause for a moment. Can you find the line of energy from the crown of your head to your foot at the back? Flex your foot, push through the heel, and point your toes, reach. Flex your foot, and point. One more time, flex your foot, now hold it there. Sweep your leg around to the left, place your foot, roll your foot flat, long spine, and we just gently move forwards and backwards. So if you're not very tight in your inner thighs, if you're quite flexible, you may not even really feel the stretch, so don't worry about it. And it's just very lucky for you that you have that ease of movement. And if you are really tight, then keep it small, just keep breathing. Let's do one more time. Come forward and hold it. Lift your leg up. Sweep your leg to the back and bringing that knee all the way in. Do one cat stretch. Move your hips back a little bit. Pause there, or if you like to do that pulsing action, you're welcome to do the pulsing. And then keep the connection into your belly as you press up onto the tips of your fingers. Start rolling upright, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky, and then opening the arms nice and wide. Make sure you've got padding under your knees if you need to. Reaching your right hand out to the side, and we're just going to do a little lean over. Come back up and release the arm down. Now the left arm, reach it out. And a little sideways stretch. And release. Right hand, reach it out. And you're going to lean to the side. And if it feels good for you, you might even want to push your hips a little to the side. And coming all the way up. And left arm, ribs, maybe hips. And release one more time. And up and over. And release last time. Getting that beautiful release into the side of the body. And release. Bringing both arms all the way up. Turn the palms forward. Cascade. Over you go. Abdominal muscles connected. Placing the fingertips. Walking the hands forward. Tucking your toes under. Let's go into our downward facing dog. Our inverted V. Pedal the heels out. Push both heels towards the mat. And then soften your knees and walk your feet halfway forward. And then start to walk your fingertips backwards towards your toes. And then hang there. You can straighten the knees if you want a more intense stretch in the legs. Take a nice easy breath in. And exhale, start unraveling your spine, coming all the way up into standing. Lifting up slowly. Just allow your body to settle. Roll the shoulders back. And take a moment to close your eyes as you stand here and just simply observe. Feel your feet connecting to the ground. Allowing your head to lift up. Create as much space within your body and for yourself as you can. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Open your eyes slowly. Just letting your hands come up onto your pelvis. You're going to take just a little step forward with the right foot. Let the back heel lift and step back. Step forward with the left foot. And step back. So you're just shifting body weight. So we're starting to incorporate a lot of the aspects and themes that we've Hello? Sorry about that. Everyone's still there. All right. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry, just as we're getting to the fun bit, hey? Okay. It's so much fun, Jules. Okay, so come back onto your mats. So you had your left foot forward. You had your right leg back with the knees bent. And we're going to reach both arms all the way up. And then round your spine and cascade over. So you're going to reach your fingertips onto the ground. And then see if you can lift up your back leg and just balance there for a moment. Feel the connection to your core. And then stretch the right leg all the way back and step back into a runner's lunge as best you can. And now we're going to just lower the back knee. We're not going to stay there. And lift the back leg up again. Push back through the heel. And again, bend the knee. Think of reaching forward through the crown of your head. Open your heart and lift up. Now hold it there. Bring your left hand up to your left knee. Push into the front foot and reach the right hand forward. Can you feel the abs? Bringing your right hand up, letting your body follow as you come up. Beautiful. Now, you're going to pivot your back foot so that it is parallel to the edge of the mat. Beautiful. Start reaching the right arm up. Open your arm to the side. And now, reach the front arm forward. Have you got your balance? And straighten the front leg. And bend the front knee. And straighten the front leg. Bend the front knee. One more time. Straighten, hold it. Now turn your left toes. So now you're standing sideways. Let's do a little bend with the left knee. Placing both hands onto the knee. And now move your body weight across to the other side. Move your hands if you need. And then shift your body weight. Now you can keep this small or you can keep it big. You can use your hands. Or if you're looking for a challenge, why don't you spread your wings? Long spine. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it here. Put both hands to your knee. Turn your left toes forward again. Yes. Lift up your back foot. So now you are balanced forward. Reach down to place your fingertips. And then push off the back leg and step your feet to the front. Stepping your left foot up. Balance here for a moment. Balance. You're standing on your right leg and your hands are there to help you. Take a big step back with the left leg. Hold it here. You're going to do a little bend with the back knee. We're not going to stay though. And lift up again. Little bend. And push the heel back. Open up through the heart. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And now hold it here. Move your right hand to your right knee. You've got to really help yourself here. Remember bum, remember abs. Can you reach the left arm forward? Can you start lifting yourself upright? Pivot your back foot so it is parallel to the floor. Reach the left arm back. Reach the right arm forward. And now let's straighten the front knee and bend the front knee. It's all about shifting body weight. 1 more time. And bend now, straighten the front knee. Pivot your right toes forward so you're facing sideways. Bend your right knee and put your hands to your knee. And then bend your left knee and move your hands across. Keep shifting from side to side. You can make it big, you can make it small, or remember you can spread your wings. Bend your right knee and stop, hands to knee. Pivot your right toes forward. Lift your back heel. Reach down to place your hands down. Now this time, step your right leg back. And let's make a plank pose. Holding it here. Reach through the crown of your head. Take a nice easy breath in. Lower your knees. Relax your feet. Round your spine like a cat. And move back into your resting position. Make any adjustments that you need. Reaching the hands out. Bring all your awareness to your hands. Feel each fingertip connecting to the ground. Allowing your breath to slow down. Taking one more inhale. And on your breath out, just gently draw yourself up onto hands and knees. And then just come and sit with your right shin in front. I'm just going to pivot so that I'm facing towards the mirror. I'm doing mirror image of you guys. Right. So you're going to have that right shin towards the front. Take your hands onto the top of your thigh bones. And let's just do that little internal, external rotation for a moment. So I want you to actually feel your thigh bones rolling inside the hip socket. And when you do that rolling action, can you feel how your pelvis and your spine just naturally respond? Let's take two more. One more. And hold. Stretching your left leg all the way out. Placing your right hand to the floor. Press up into stargazing. Feeling that opening along the top line of the body. Feeling the support on the underside of your body. Make sure that you breathe. And in your own time, lower yourself all the way down. And then bring that left leg in front, so you're sitting cross-legged. Reaching all the way up. And then bring your hands forward. So you're coming into a little bit of a gluteal stretch. So with the left foot in front, you are going to be feeling a stretch more into the left hip. Make any adjustments that you need. And for some people, by the way, to intensify the stretch, you might need to walk your hands over to the right side a little bit to intensify it. Nice, easy breath in and out. And then walking your hands all the way back up. Just give yourself some space, but you're going to keep that left foot in front. And then just bring that right shin out to the side. Get yourself into a comfortable seat. I'm just going to move back onto my mat a little bit. Hands to the top of your femur, the top of the thigh bones. And we just feel that little rolling in and out action. Just let your pelvis and your spine respond. All of this should be feeling good, by the way. None of it painful. One more. And then settle yourself. Unfold your right leg. Bring it all the way out. Help yourself if you need. Placing your left hand to the ground. Push up. Lift your arm and coming into Stargazer. One of my favorite stretches, finding that length along the top side of the body, finding the connection to the underside of the body. Taking a deep breath in, and then releasing all the way down. Bending your right leg, bring it in front, reaching both arms all the way up, and then bringing your hands forward, and settle yourself into just an easy stretch over, giving yourself an opportunity to stretch those deep bum muscles on that right side. Take a nice deep breath in and out, and then slowly coming all the way up and lifting nice and tall. So just bringing your feet, I'm going to turn sideways again. Hip distance apart with your knees bent. Make sure that you've got your runway strip behind you. And you're going to hold on to the front of your knees. Start rolling yourself backwards, feeling the connection into the lower abdominals as you lean back. Take a little breath here, And then exhale, bend your elbows, give yourself a little bit of a pull as you come all the way forward. And again, draw the tail under. Lean back to your stretch. And then help yourself as you come up. And lifting tall. We're going to do one more time. Draw the tail under. Belly is pulling in to support your spine. And forward. Lift up tall. Now take your arms away. Take a breath in. And exhale. Draw the tailbone under. Halfway back you go. And again, roll forward. And lift through your crown. Draw tail under. Pause. And forward. And lift. One more time. Draw the tailbone under. Hold the chair for a moment. And now, can you control the movement as you come all the way back? All the way back. Let your hands reach all the way up towards the sky. Just walk your feet a little bit closer in towards your bum cheeks. We're going to open the arms wide. Energy through the fingertips. Exhale, bring your arms up and wrap your arms around yourself. You're trying to get your fingers almost underneath your shoulder blades if you can. Release, reach, open your arms wide. Exhale, bring it up. See if you can put the other arm on top. And then again, give yourself a lovely hug. Wrap the arms around. And again, inhale, reach. Open your arms wide. Bringing your arms up. Wrapping them around yourself. Hold the chair just for a moment. And let's just rock slightly from side to side. It's quite small. You might feel that there's quite a strong pull underneath the shoulder blades. So there are a couple of different muscles that attach there that could become tight. Center yourself and then release, open your arms wide. Just feel how easy that is now for your upper back. And then bringing your arms up one more time, wrap them around, opposite arm on top. And then it's a little bit of a rocking action again from side to side. And come to center, release. One last time to open the arms nice and wide. And this time, press your hands down onto the floor. Let's go into our pelvic press from here. So on your breath, you're simply going to hinge your hips up. There's no rolling action today. It's a pressing action. And then you're going to hinge the hips back down again. And again, as you hinge your hips up, feel your feet and feel your arms connecting to the ground. And then hinge all the way down again. Let's take two more. And we go. Press the pelvis up. And releasing down. One more time. Press your pelvis up. Holding it here. Start to push a little bit onto the right foot and then push a little bit on the left foot. A little bit on the right foot and a little bit on the left foot. So keep going, and it's almost like you're going to be walking on the spot. Can you do this pushing of the foot down without collapsing the hips or the pelvis? Can you do it without swinging your hips from side to side? Let's take two more. One more. Stand evenly on both feet. Bring your hands up towards the sky. Keep your hands in the air and roll your spine down. Feel each vertebra connect to the ground, and then release your pelvis at the bottom and you hold. Interlock your fingers, place your hands underneath your head for support. Give your spine a little bit of a wiggle. Get your lower back in a happy place. We're going to nod the chin. Breathe out as you come to your chest lift. And then releasing down with control. And again, chest lift. Feel the ribs slide forward and releasing back. Exhale and release. Taking just a few more, such a wonderful opportunity to wake up the core and release. Last two, no pulling on the head. Last one, and release. Stay here, just let your head relax, let your elbows drop back. I want you to use your thumbs to start pressing around the base of your skull, the top of your spine, basically where your head attaches to your spine, and I'm pretty sure you're going to find some pressure points. So I just want you to find your pressure points with your thumbs, and then breathe and relax into it. Let the weight of your head, let gravity start to release those pressure points. So we have a lot of ligaments just around the base of the skull that help us stabilize our skull, but sometimes they take a lot of strain and they end up having to tighten up just because we might have bad posture when we're working on computers or working on phones or whatever it is that we're doing. And if you find that those pressure points release, then move your fingers around and find another pressure point for yourself. I'm just going to stay here for another 3 breaths in and out. And then release the pressure points and just allow your hands to cradle your head again. Bring your elbows up a fraction. We're going to nod the chin. Breathe out. Come up into your chest lift and hold it. Let's do a little rotation to the right. Move through the center over to the left. Come back to the center. Pause and lower the head and shoulders down. Now, I don't know about you guys, my neck feels so much easier after that release. Come up through a chest lift. Now twist to the left. Through the center, over to the right. Come to the center, pause, and releasing down. And again, chest lift through the center, over to the right. Over to the left. Center, and release one more time. And we go, little lift. Over to the left, over to the right, come to the center and release. And once again, just allow your elbows to press back. If this is hurting your shoulder at all, then you can take your hands out. But otherwise today, keeping your hands under your head, start to walk your feet together, bring your knees together, pick up your right leg and cross it over. And then start doing a gentle rocking from side to side with your knees, your hips. The trick is to try and keep the elbows down, the chest open. And then just allow your hips and your legs to roll a little bit towards the right. And now you're going to start to feel the weight of your right leg pulling you across. Let it take you as far as your back allows the stretch. And I like to turn my head to look the other way here to counterbalance. Try to keep your left elbow down as much as possible. And if you need to put a cushion or a support underneath your knees, then please do so. Taking just one more breath in and out. And then draw your legs all the way back to the center. Uncross the right thigh. And the left thigh goes on top. Start with a very small rocking. And guys, again, just a reminder, if you reach a point where your shoulders don't like this position, feel free to move your arms. There's nothing saying that you've got to keep them like this. This is giving a little bit more of a stretch. And let's do one more time. And now start allowing your knees to roll over to the left. And you're going to reach a point now where it becomes a stretch. And if you want to, you can turn your head to look over towards the right. Keep breathing. And on your next breath, draw your legs all the way back up to the center. And then you're going to uncross, stretch your legs out, reach your arms all the way overhead for a good morning stretch. Maybe make a little croissant from one side and then to the other. And then come back to the center. Just bring your hands up towards the ceiling. Guys, we're going to do one roll up. So, give yourself support under your back if you need. Lift your head to look forward. And then breathe out as you start rolling all the way up, grabbing onto your knees, your shins, or your ankles. Just give yourself a gentle stretch over. Breathing in. And then exhale, unravel your spine and lifting all the way up and tall. Move back a little bit so you're on your mat. So we're going to do one more exercise. It's so important that we do back extension in our classes. So you can have your knees bent or straight. Lift your toes up, lengthen up through your spine, and put your hands to the outsides of your knees. Grow a little taller. And then on your breath out, let your head peel away from the imaginary wall behind you. Start rounding the shoulders and your upper back, rounding through your middle back, and then just allow your pelvis to roll forward as well. Stay here for a moment, take a breath in, and then come back up, starting from the bottom end of your spine and bringing yourself all the way up and tall. We're adding on. Inhale, lengthen. Nod your chin and feel that wonderful articulation of your spine as you come all the way over. Now put your hands around the front of your ankles to hold on. And then let's see if we can create length in our spine. So you're lifting your heart, reaching through your crown, and your tailbone is lengthened out behind you. We round over, release your hands. Roll up, placing yourself back up against that imaginary wall, and then finding that length through your crown. And again, nod your chin, we start peeling forward. It doesn't have to be very far, by the way. Hold on to the front of your ankles, lengthen your spine. Think about lifting your heart up between your shoulders. Lengthen through your crown. Hold on with your left hand, and place your right fingertips just above your toes. Can you lift that arm up and down? Keep lifting your heart. One more. Hold on to the ankle. Left hand. And we go. One more. And hold on. Round your spine. Let go of your ankles. Roll up. One vertebra at a time. Lifting up nice and tall. We've got one last set. Here we go. Take a breath. Exhale. Just let your body melt over. Feeling that release along your spine. A little bit of tensioning along the back of your legs maybe. Holding onto the ankles. Lengthen your spine. Reach through your crown. Reach through your tail. Open your heart. Taking the right hand. Hold it just above the toes. Can you do your left hand at the same time? And now maybe both arms can move. Beautiful. One more. And release. Hold your ankles. Round over. Release your ankles. Roll up into a sitting position. And lifting nice and tall. Bend your knees, move yourself to the front of your mats. Balance, we're in a lovely ball shape, and we're going to massage out our back muscles now. We're going to breathe in, breathe out. If you need to hold on behind your legs and use your feet to kick, then do so. Guys, if anybody has neck issues, so I'm talking about osteoporosis as well, okay? Please make sure you don't roll back too far. We don't want to put any pressure onto the neck. One more. And balance. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And placing your feet down. Nicely done. Please come up into standing. Standing anywhere on your mats. Take a look down at your feet. And just once again, as we started, rock forwards, rock backwards. Feel the heels lift, feel the toes lift. Just really connecting into the ground. And then settle on your feet. Let your eyes close. Just taking a moment to pause and observe. And taking a moment to notice how our physical bodies can oftentimes be such an accurate reflection of our energy. More often than not, perhaps we notice our physical bodies. So just for a moment, let's turn our awareness to our energy. How does our energy feel right now? How has it shifted? If you can think of one word to describe your energy now, what would it be? Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Blink your eyes open. Let's take one deep breath in. Reach up. Connect the tips of the fingers. Exhale, open. Create space for yourself. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders back and around. Wonderful. How did you feel with everything? All right. It's getting so much easier, right?
My shoulders feeling so much better.
That's fantastic.
I mean, I've had this.
I remember.
5 weeks ago, it was so sore.
It's giving your